Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of
Burton Ballers. So today, guys, we're going to do, I wouldn't say so much of a match analysis because we knew what the outcome was. We knew what the score was going to be anyway. We knew there had no chance of getting through. We knew that Bayern were a lot better than us. So we took a trip down to Littlehampton to see one of my brothers, and we got back for the second half. So we didn't see the first half, but we kind of watched the highlights of the first half so we can sort of give a fair assessment of what we saw going on in the second half. But before we start to talk about the match and some talking points about the match, don't forget to
like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all post notifications so you'll be there when I make a video. Share this video and comment down below. And
yeah, thanks. So yeah, we didn't do a live reaction video, as I said, because we wasn't around anyway. So looking at the game and especially the second half, I saw the goals from the first half. First of all, it was great movement. They got a proper striker. That's the first thing. They've got a proper striker. So I'm hoping that now that, you know, taking nothing away from Tammy, he's still learning his trade. Lewandowski is the finished article. When we get Timo Werner next season, I think that's going to make a difference to our play. We're going to have someone more clinical to be on the end of the chances, someone with a bit of searing pace and good movement as well. So I think we're going to, you know, show a lot of improvement next season. But it was a mistake that led to the first goal anyway. So we are always saying we just there's no point in me doing match reviews. You know why? I could just say watch the match review from the last game before that, the game before that. It's the same thing, just individual errors. You know, everyone's blaming Frank Lampard and this and that, but listen, he can't account for individual errors at the back. You know, even the second goal was the left back Emerson dithering on the ball. They pressed him high, won the ball back. Lewandowski again squares the ball to Perisic, 2-0. Chelsea showed a lot. You know, a lot of people said that we were outclassed. Yeah, so Bayern are where we need to get. Bayern are at the level where we need to get to, Zane, because we are nowhere near that level at the moment. And the golfing class showed. You know, they are so much better than us. You know, miles apart. But Zane, all is not lost. You know why?
Why?
I was watching, for those who are not from the UK, our game is showed on BT Sport, and on BT Sport we have two match pundits who are Rio Ferdinand and Owen Hargreaves. And Owen Hargreaves made a great point actually, because last season I think it was, Liverpool played Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich were outclassed by Liverpool. You know, they just looked awful. They were out of sorts, out of shape, everything else. They brought in a new manager. He's come in, a new manager with a few recruits, and you can see what the difference is. It's like chalk and cheese from what happened last season. So if you look at that analogy, Chelsea were totally outclassed, but we are making the right moves in the transfer market. So the right moves in the transfer market, and if we can improve on a few fine details, then the gap may not be as big as we first thought. A lot of people may think I'm talking rubbish, but you know what? Let's wait and see next season. You know, we know the areas. The good thing is, we're not Stevie Wonder, are we saying? No one's Stevie Wonder. So we all know where the areas are that need to improve. We've addressed the attacking area already because we're creating chances. Even in the first leg against Bayern Munich, we're creating chance after chance after chance, not putting our chances away. Bayern were clinical. As I said before in the video, they've got Lewandowski, who's class. Give him a chance, he scores. Not only that, he was involved in all 7 goals, you know that, of the tie. Either goals or assists. That's what you call a proper striker. Take Lewandowski out the side, it's a much closer contest, I think. I still think we'd have lost, but it's a closer contest without Lewandowski. So some people are saying, oh, Werner, is he going to make that much of a difference? If he He can, because he can add the goals, he can add some assists, he can add some. So one or two players can add a difference, and we've seen that with Manchester United. They were out of sorts. Bruno Fernandes comes into the side, and all of a sudden they're a different team. We've seen that with Liverpool. 2 additions. Liverpool were kind of what we are now, scoring goals but conceding, and you always had a soft centre. What they do? Van Dijk, Addison, and all of a sudden it propels them from sort of team just trying to scrape into the top 4 every season to a team who are challenging for titles. So the right signings in the right areas can make a big difference. Tammy Abraham scored a goal, a tap in, but again they said his movement wasn't great. He got lucky with a ricochet. He just stood still waiting for the ball to come to him, and that's what he needs to improve on, is his movement, because had that ball not ricocheted, that's another ball which would have gone across the box and nobody on the end of it. So he needs to be coming in, dropping, coming in, curving his run, or doing something like that. I'm not sure it's a confidence thing, but he scored a goal. But what's his name? Hudson-Odoi's name. That goal. What was wrong with it? It was a great goal, wasn't it? And apparently they said it offside for the first phase of the play, but they said this was a next phase. When it goes into the second phase of the play, then there shouldn't be no offside. He was robbed of a fantastic goal, and he just showed a glimpse of what he can do. So next season, I keep telling people, judge him next season. If he has an injury-free season, if he comes back, judge Callum Hudson-Odoi on next season. What he showed in that goal was why Bayern Munich wanted to spend 35 million on him. Sorry, did you have a point?
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be like a Man City next season. We're going to have good attacking players. We have Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, Ziyech, all those people were
Werner. Yeah. Maybe Ben Rama. Yeah. So we're gonna have a.
If someone gets injured, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And maybe William, but.
Yep. Exactly. No, we won't William. William's gone. Anyway, so second half again. You know what? That's what the goals. That's not even the talk. You had a goal by Tolisso, who came under the sub, and another goal by Lewandowski to make it 4-1. But both of them were crosses in the box. And the thing is, and I've been talking about this for ages. Again, go back at my video. Go back. Scratch record again, go back on all my videos and you'll see this. And this is what came out as well by the 2 pundits, Ferdinand and Argreaves. They said exactly what I've been saying in all my videos. We have got no leaders in our team and we've got no communication. They do not talk to each other. And prime example was that Tolisso goal. The ball came in, and obviously I'm not blaming the 2 centre-backs, because the 2 centre-backs were watching the crossing coming in. The positioning may have been better, maybe from Christensen, but the cross is coming in. There's nobody saying that Talisso's making a run. I've played football at a low level, but communication is key. I've played in a lot of positions. I've played as a centre-back as well. So I want to know if a man's running off the back of me, because if I'm watching the ball and someone's coming blind side of me, I want someone to tell me, Max, drop back, because there's a man coming. So nobody called Zuma neither. Zuma was surprised to see Tolisso there, because there's no communication. And the one who's to blame again is Emerson. Emerson could see the picture. He could see everyone in front of him. He does not communicate to his centre-back, to tell him that he needs to drop back to mark the running midfielder. And that's what we need. We need people who can talk, leaders. And a lot of people are going on about Frank Lampard's defence is useless, shocking, or whatever. You can't. You can only tell. I'm sure that he doesn't tell them not to talk to each other. He's a manager. He's going to tell them to communicate and talk. If they don't follow instructions, they don't listen and do the basics. This is basics. And the reason I say it's basics, Zane, I learnt this from Sunday League football. Yeah, this isn't what they're professionals. They're not Sunday League footballers playing out in the park on a Sunday. This is something that you talk about. When I used to play football, I'm not telling somebody there's a man on, they'll berate me for it. They'll say, why didn't you communicate with me? This is basics. This is common sense, Zane. It's actually common sense. So, we need people with just common sense, intelligence, communication to tell us. That's why someone like a Declan Rice, I always see him when we played him, was Zane, remember? He was always talking to his defenders, wasn't he? Are you hot? Yeah. So Zane's not talking a lot today because he's a bit hot and uncomfortable. That's why he's not himself. Not because of not the fact that we lost. He knew that we were going to lose, didn't we? Yeah. So the thing is, as I said, it's basic, common. Declan Rice talks. He's a communicator in that match. We saw how he communicated when they played against us. The defence were organised. He got, we need other leaders at the back. We lack leadership, we lack communication. So we get some leaders in at the back. So, some people are laughing and scoffing at someone like a Lewis Dunk, but Lewis Dunk, he organises that Brighton defence. So sometimes you don't need these superstars or whatever. I don't know any decent superstar centre backs or anything. No, not part of who we can get. Koulibaly, but we'll be able to get him. I don't know. But sometimes we need to look at some of these people. A lot of people are saying Christensen's a good fit, but yeah, okay, he's nice on the ball and everything else. Does he talk enough? No. Is he strong enough? No. Is he a leader? No. So that's what we need, especially at the back. We need leaders at the back. We need probably a good leader as a holding midfielder. I like Kante, but Kante doesn't talk, does he? He was a captain yesterday. He's not a big, that's not his personality to be bossing people around shouting. He does more leading by example of how he runs and chases Harry's, whatever. But that's not what we're lacking, communicators within the team, and that's what came out a lot in yesterday's game. So as I said, hats off to Bayern Munich. They did well, and they are the pinnacle there. I think they could go on to win it. It's a one-off tie now, so anything can happen, but for me they are the favourites. They play the football in the right way, and if we can get to that sort of level, then yeah. So as I said, keep the faith. I'm not despondent, and I know that this is a work in progress, and we all know the areas, as I said before, that need to be addressed. Address those areas, and it won't be long before we're again on that top table, playing for honours, getting into quarterfinals and semi-finals of Champions Leagues, challenging for
finals.
Yeah, and finally, yeah, and also challenging for the league again. But as I said, let's stay on this journey together, and let's not just start finger pointing and nitpicking at certain things, because patience is the key, and that's what's going to take us through. So guys, hope you like the video. Comment below what your thoughts are. Who do you think we can get in, to bring in that leadership? Who do you think are good leaders, good communicators? I'm not talking about brilliant ball players. I'm talking about who do you think who can come in to give us that leadership that we need. I'll be interested to see your comments. So don't forget, guys,
to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to be notified when we make a video. Share this video and comment down below. Alright, until the next video, guys. See you later. Enjoy the sunshine. Don't get too hot like Zane here. Alright, bye bye. We get this video to 50 likes.
50. Okay. Take care, guys. Bye bye.